Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakadash. Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before I start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, signally speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down in the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the Bakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is July 19th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. I want to speak about the marriage, okay, which is a very important thing. The marriage is the groomsman, which is the Messiah, the Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, being wed once again, or how is it said in the scriptures, being adopted, or being grafted back in. Okay, we are marrying back to the marriage. Okay, we're reconciling. Okay, that's what Paul says. So the marriage is not the church. What all these Christians or Baptists tell you, that's not the church. It is the whole nation of Israel, all 12 tribes. Okay, and what you see here, this image, is one of the oldest images of the Messiah. Okay, first century, and this is below the Vatican in the catacombs, where the Jews used to hold their prayers, and this is where they would hide so they could not be subjugated. Okay, so this is one of the oldest paintings of the Messiah himself, of him abandoning the 99 sheep and going to look for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, just like it said in Matthew 15:24. Okay, and that's what the men that are doing here in the highways and byways at this time. Okay, in this society, Mystery Babylon. Okay, we're bringing and waking up the Israelites to who they are, bidding them to the marriage. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get some understanding of the scriptures. This is Revelation 19:7, and this is the title, Marriage of the Lamb. Remember, he came originally with like an unblemished lamb. Okay, and there's a lot of the foreshadowing coming during the time of the Exodus in Egypt, right? We had to slaughter the lamb and put the blood on the door. Why? Because he is the door. He is the way. And that lamb was a foreshadowing of the Messiah to spill his blood for the nation of Israel once again. Okay? Revelation 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him. Who is him? The Messiah, the Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. For the marriage of the Lamb is come. And I'm going to have to look that word in the Greek. Okay, because that's an important word. Gamos, see?
Strong's G 1062. Gamas.
A wedding or a marriage festival, a wedding banquet, a wedding feast, marriage, matrimony, nuptials. The root word is to bind, unite. Okay? Why? Because he's bringing all 12 tribes once again to be, as it said in Ezekiel 37, that we should have one shepherd. Okay, so there it's showing the prophecy of the Lord bringing us together, and then we will have one shepherd. Okay, Ezekiel 37, I believe it's like 16 or 17. Might have to get it. Let's see. Right, see, Matthew 22 and 20. The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage, okay, that word marriage, gamos, for his son. Okay, who's he marrying? The nation of Israel. And look, we're going to read this. This is spiritual because this is what we're going to read, Matthew 22. Yeah, okay. So it quotes what we're going to read. So let us go back and read it again. Revelation 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor for him, for the marriage, the binding, the grafting, the adoption, according to Romans 9, is given to the Israelites. According to Paul, right? The grafting in is talking about the Israelites in Romans 11. Nobody else is mentioned there, okay? Because remember, we're those branches that fell off. We're being put back in. We became that wild olive tree. Nobody else is called the green olive tree but the nation of Israel. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor for him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. And his wife, who is his wife? The nation of Israel, remember, has made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, right? Because this truth is a garment, okay? And we're going to read that. This truth is a garment, okay? It tells you that this is the garment of our salvation, okay? Clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. Who are the saints? The children of Israel. Psalms 50 and 5. Psalms 147, 149 and 14. Okay, the saints are the children of Israel. Verse 9. And he said unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage. Okay, because that's talking about not all the nation of Israel. It's talking about the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay, the 144,000 and the mixed multitude. Right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of God. Okay? So we understand that, right? So we are going... Matthew 22 and 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So what is it saying? This is what the brothers that are on the highways and byways, okay, yelling, bringing in you so-called Negro, Latino, and Indigenous, bringing you back to the wedding, bringing you back to know who you are, okay? A Chinese guy knows he's Chinese. An Italian guy, he knows he's Italian, okay? But our people don't know Isaiah, right? 1 and 3. I'm going to have to get that. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. We're lost. We're the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We don't know who we are, brothers and sisters. That's why we have to bring you back to who you are, to who your God is, to who your tribe is. Okay? And that's who's doing it. The brothers that have been chosen in this truth to bring and teach and to bring back to the fold. Verse 10. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. Right, we're pulling in Christians, Jehovah's Witnesses, all these denominations that are people, Muslims or what are they? Egyptologists. All the philosophies of this world. Okay. And therefore going into the highways, and as many as ye shall find bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. Verse 11. And when the king came in to see the guests, this is Yahushai, okay, he saw there was a man which had not a wedding garment. Okay, and I told you that wedding garment is the truth. So he saw somebody that didn't know this truth, so-called Christian or Catholic or Jehovah's Witness, right? Verse 12. And he said unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? Right? Because the Messiah is not going to be like, whoa, you didn't come in here in a tuxedo or a smoking jacket. Go away. No, he wouldn't do that. Obviously, this is an analogy talking about this truth. And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And that's talking about some of our people that fell off the truth, that knew they were Israelites, but went back into the world. Okay? For many are called, but few are chosen. What's going on in the world right now? So-called guerrilla Hebrew saying that he's no longer calling himself a Hebrew Israelite. This was a top guy, a top individual in the Hebrew Israelite movement. But we all knew he was a nigga, all right? And this guy now, he says, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. That's cosplay, which basically says you guys are dressing up. He's like, I always been me. This guy was telling Apostle Tahar that he's the high priest. Everybody that's gone against Tahar has been bugged out, man. Bugged out. And this is another one. The Lord messed this nigga up, man. He don't even know he's in the truth. He got thrown out. He's lower than dirt now, man. This is crazy. Someone that was high, that was doing debates, created his own organization, is out the truth. Don't even know. Gone. He messed up his mind, so messed up that this nigga is just going back to the streets, man. But we knew this guy wasn't right. We knew he wasn't right. There's a lot of people that followed him. There's a lot of people that protected him, that were cutting him some slack. But we knew this guy was not it. He just didn't have a right spirit. And now, everybody sees him for who he is. Remember, all that came out with him and his wife, that he was pimping her out, and he was a cuck, and just horrible things, man. Horrible things. And now he's completely off the truth, saying, you guys are just playing. It's cosplay. You might as well go to Comic-Con, get you a sword and go play that. That's what he's saying to the brothers that followed him. Damn. And look, that's what scares me. That the Lord takes me off this truth, man. That I'm not doing enough. That's what keeps me up at night. That's why I pray and ask for mercy. It is a terrible thing to be in the hands of the living Lord. This man got judged. He got thrown out the truth. Damn. But that's what I fear, brothers and sisters. That the Lord doesn't require nothing of me and is done with me and throws me out into the world like nothing happened. Like this man from the wedding. This guy got tossed. He got booted. He got bounced. Guerrilla Hebrew, man. The Sakari, the assassin. Out on his ass. Alright? Just so you know what the Lord is doing right now. He was never with the house of David. He was with the house of Saul, man. And everybody knows it now. And there's another guy that he's part of the great millstone. He's saying that he's God. He's bugged out his damn mind. But this is what the Lord is doing. Taking those people that don't belong in the marriage, that are not of the elect, and is exposing them. Put demons on his head. He doesn't know if it's Wednesday or the lunar Chinese for this guy might be a Buddhist next week, man. So this is why we fear the Lord, and we're doing the work, bidding our nation to come to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to repent. And first and foremost, to us too that are laboring in this truth. Okay? We are afraid of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and what he can what he can do to us. That's why we are laboring in this truth. We are doing the work. That hopefully is enough that we have mercy upon us. But if you understand this truth, brothers and sisters, this is the greatest treasure that you could ever obtain. Beyond gold, silver, and rubies. This is it. This is the greatest thing you could ever accomplish to receive in this miserable world. Call halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakidash, and he that have ears let him hear. Shalom.